speaker. Our final presenter, Susan Lechtanski, is a Penn State alumna from the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences. She is currently a project manager for Penn State's Auxiliary and Business Services. Previously, Susan was marketing director for the Hub Robeson Center and advisor to SPA, the Student Programming Association, where she met her first Susquehanna service dogs in 2014. In 2016, Susan became a volunteer program assistant for Roar for More, Susquehanna service dogs at Penn State. Since then, Roar for More has raised over 80 puppies at Penn State. In her role as a program assistant, Susan, along with ambassador dog SSD Kelp, conducts home interviews and inspections, delivers weekly class instructional support, organizes community outreach events, and provides ongoing leadership and support for the campus and community raisers and sitters. Welcome, Susan. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me here today. My name is Susan Lechtanski, and I'm a volunteer program assistant with Roar for More of Susquehanna Service Dogs. I am joined here today with SSD Kelp. Kelp is a Susquehanna Service Ambassador dog with Roar for More of Susquehanna Service Dogs. Roar for More is a student and community group that is based right here in State College and University Park. We are a branch of Susquehanna Service Dogs. We bring independence within a paw's reach. Susquehanna Service Dogs breeds, raises, trains, and places service dogs for individuals with disabilities so that they can live a more independent life within the community. So the number one question that we get asked as raisers is, how do we raise a puppy, love it as our own, and then give it away? That is the absolute most asked question of all of our raisers. And we will all have the same exact answer. Dogs change lives. But it's how we get to that answer that is a very different story for each of us. For you to understand, this is not just a hashtag or a tagline. As raisers, we get to witness firsthand how these dogs change lives of the partners. But to better understand this answer, you need to understand our why. Why do we do this? And that's the part of the answer that is different for every raiser. Today I want to share with you two stories. Two stories of Penn Staters. These two Penn Staters gave me my why. I will preface that these stories are being shared with their permission. This is my friend Katie. Katie's a Penn Stater. Every single morning I would see Katie here in the hub and I would say, "Good morning, Katie." But Katie would never look at me. She would never reciprocate my salutations. She would never acknowledge me. But then Katie was partnered with her service dog, SSD Zola. Zola changed Katie's life. Zola opens and closes doors and drawers. She helps Katie to get dressed and undressed. She picks up dropped items. Thank you, sir. Zola gave Katie back her independence. After Katie was partnered with Zola, when I would see Katie here in the hub and I would say, "Good morning, Katie," Katie would look me right in the eyes and she would say, "Good morning, Susan. Did you know this and did you know that? And guess what Zola and I did last night?" Not only did Zola give Katie independence, Zola gave Katie confidence. But there was something else that Katie gave Zola. There was something that I never knew about. Now, as puppy raisers, we don't get to know about a partner's disability. Quite frankly, it's none of our business. There's also a little thing called HIPAA. As raisers, as puppy raisers, the only thing that we need to know once a dog is matched with a person while they're still going through that training process is that there's any modifications made to training that need to be made. For example, we always train our dogs on our left-hand side. Depending upon the disability, sometimes that needs to be adjusted and modified to the right-hand side. That's the only thing that we need to know as puppy raisers. Once Katie was matched with Zola, together they attend something called team training. Team training is an intensive 3-week period of time where the partners go down to the SSD farm, which is down in Grantville, Pennsylvania. It's a suburb of Hershey. And during this 3-week period, the partners learn how to use their new service dog and how the service dog learns how to best help their new partner. When Katie returned back to State College after attending team training with Zola, her parents brought her to campus. They wanted to see how would Katie navigate her new life with her new best friend. So my office here, when I was the marketing director, was right upstairs here on the 2nd floor of the hub. My office was right across from the men's bathroom on that really long hallway. That long hallway that goes past the gallery offices and past the ASA office and all the way down to the UPAC office. That's something else that I didn't know about Katie.
Isn't that like you're made for each other? Isn't that like you're...
Zola gave Katie motivation. Motivation to get up out of her wheelchair. I witnessed Katie walk from the UPAC office all the way down that long hallway to my office at the end of the hall by the bathrooms as I stood there bawling because I had no idea. Because Katie never had the motivation to get up out of her wheelchair before. Now you all know campus is a very big place. Katie still uses her wheelchair to get around from building to building. But once she gets to where she's going, you will often see Katie park her wheelchair off in the corner, and then with the help of Zola, she will walk the rest of the way into her classroom and to her seat. Katie even got a job working up in East Halls, up in Johnston-Finley Commons. Zola helps her to carry the mail bags around so that Katie can sort the mail. Since then, Katie has become an amazing ambassador for Susquehanna Service Dogs, sharing her story of how dogs change lives. But Zola didn't just change Katie's life, she changed all of our lives by giving us our why. By the way, that little nugget that's up in the upper right-hand corner, that's baby Kelp when he was 16 weeks old. I want to share with you this quote from Katie. Zola has opened a world to me, a world that can sometimes be difficult for me to access on my own. With Zola by my side, sorry, I lost my place. I now have the confidence to go out on my own and do so many things that I couldn't do before. I know that she will be there to open and close doors for me, pick things up, and help me with my balance if I want to walk, and just be my best friend. She helps me at my job, and she makes it possible for me to go out on my own with my friends on campus and in town. I have the independence I never could have imagined. There just isn't any way that I can thank everyone who helped make Zola the perfect partner for me. She is a blessing in my life. This is my friend Jennifer. Jennifer's about my age, young, active, vibrant. Jennifer loves the outdoors. Hiking, snowshoeing, skiing, just anything outdoors, especially anything in the wintertime. But because of her disability, Jennifer was no longer able to do the things that once brought her such joy in her life. But then she was partnered with Cooper. Now you have to understand that Jennifer is the absolute biggest Penn State fan you ever want to meet. The fact that Cooper was raised right here at Penn State in our War for More program, man, that was the icing on the cake for Jennifer. It was fate that she was partnered with Cooper. Now, Cooper does all of the things that you might expect of a service dog.
Open. Yes. Yes. Take it. Give. Good boy. Yes. Okay. Push. 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 Yes. Good.
So Cooper does all the things that you might expect a service dog to do. He opens and closes doors and drawers. He picks things up off the floor. But most importantly, he provides Jennifer with stability through the use of a special harness. And he can even fetch her a bottle of water from the refrigerator. But there was one more thing. Oops, what happened? But there was one more thing that Jennifer longed to do.
The track. There you go.
Sorry, I feel like I got out of order there. But let me back up 1 second. So Cooper is more than just a service dog to Jennifer. Cooper gave Jennifer back her active lifestyle. He changed her life. Because of Cooper, Jennifer once again enjoys the outdoors, hiking and snowshoeing and all the other outdoor activities. But there was still one more thing that Jennifer longed to do.
The track. There you go.
When I saw that for the very first time, once again I cried because I knew how very important that was for Jennifer. Since then, Jennifer has gained the motivation to try adaptive skiing through the use of specially designed boots and balance poles. I want to share this quote from Jennifer. He has helped me get a piece of my life back that I thought I had lost forever. I feel like I can do anything with Cooper by my side. I never thought I'd fulfill my dream of living on the mountains, but because of Cooper, my dreams have become a reality. So how can you help to change a life and quite possibly have a life-changing experience of your own? You can complete an application on our website. You'll attend an initial training and orientation session with our puppy coordinator. You'll come and observe a class with us here at University Park. We meet weekly in the Snyder Ag Arena. Kelp and I will come to your house and do a home interview with you and your roommates. And then the best day of the semester, puppy handout day. We accept applications for both full-time raisers and part-time sitters. Being a full-time raiser is an 18-month commitment. It involves attending weekly classes and submitting monthly progress reports. And during this time, you will be exposing your puppy to a variety of experiences. You don't need to have any prior dog training experience whatsoever. The only thing you need to have is a lot of patience and love. Thank you so much for having me here today. If you have any questions, please use the QR code in your program. Will be available at the breakout sessions and at the conclusion of the conference. Thank you so much.